Hello the channel. Good morning. Wee bit late for rewards day this week. The wee social occasion last night, so a couple of pints of Guinness had. So if the Scottish Bastard watching this, yes, I do have a problem with Guinness. That you just realising. Anyways, moving on. So a wee bit late makes a change for. Sorry, I've been late with stuff. I've not even claimed my arena ticket either. This is a disaster. So that's me. I've lost an extra arena ticket. So let's make sure we rectify that immediately. Otherwise, we'll be out the loop and sitting at 12 o'clock at night, not being able to go to sleep because you want another arena ticket. Anyway, so going to open rewards. So pretty good weekend and 9 rewards coming. So we're doing really well in Champion Europe, and then Vinicius Junior got a error led to goal added, so that was always a pain in the backside. But there we go. That's the way it goes. See if we can have a look at it. I've not actually really been sort of doing much with this sort of layout, so let's see how easy it is to use. If I can use it with a Guinness head, then it should be fine. This actually looks pretty straightforward, so not bad at all. This was a pretty close one. Szymanski, two big chances missed. It's a bit of a pain in the neck. I watched the Miami game, and Orlando are probably the worst defence I've ever seen in my life. They were horrendous. But anyway, Messi and Suarez, etc., were superb, and Suarez obviously is pretty knackered these days, but he's finishing his movements still really world class. Messi was a bit quiet for most of the game, actually, just kind of strolling about, but then just still comes up with a huge Sorare score. Um, Champion Europe. So this was a good one, ninth. Good clean sheet for Liverpool. James Maddison, usual high base and managing, I think it was assist near the end. Vinicius scored 2 goals, so it wasn't so bad getting the other led goal. So only dropped 10 points. But 10 points in Champion Europe cost you like 4 or 5 places or whatever. And Nico Schlotterbeck with the 100. A couple of other bits and pieces. The only other one I want to sort of show or have a look at, or no, sorry, two. Under 23 there plus, so again, pretty good. Just a shame. It seems to be one of those game weeks. Like this was up in fourth, and then Zaragoza conceded with the last 30 seconds to go, basically. So that kind of killed Alejandro Francis' score. Well, it didn't kind of kill it, did kill his score. So there we go. Also, why is it not going down to the super rare ones now? Have I done something wrong? Yeah, so we've got filters as well. Actually, with filters in this as well. That's pretty good. That's also pretty sad that I'm getting excited about a filter, but anyway, must be still some Guinness in the system. This one was kind of like good and bad, in that I was disappointed that Udinese conceded to Salernitana. I mean, Akoi had just had nothing to do, so that's why he's got like no score. Just had nothing to do but bar pick the ball out the net. And Big Virgil, superb. But Arsenal did sort of pull through. Rice with, I think it was a 93. Martinelli got 2 goals as well, which was pretty good. So anyway, let's get the rewards opened, and then we'll have a quick preview for the weekend, and then we'll be back with lineup builder. So 9 rewards. So coins part of that as well. But it's always good. I actually used 15k of them to boost one of my super rares recently. So I think it was Griezmann actually. So not really much use out of him. That's a wee bit frustrating, but hopefully he's back fighting fit soon and back in amongst it and firing €3. So 10,000 coins, that's pretty good. It's nice, like, well, for me, obviously, with all the divisions running, now you've got like Asia and everything reopened, a lot of entries. But interesting to see what happens as well with the multiple entries as well. Does that mean that if people are entering, like, sort of 3 limited teams are going to be hoovering up soul coins and stuff? So don't know if Sorare will be adjusting on that or adjusting the prices or whatever, but we'll see what happens. Champion Europe rare, so let's go by tier 2 and have a look at tier 2 pools. It's always dangerous to look at the pools first, but actually looks pretty good. Not right up the top of the tier 2s, but they give out a lot of tier 2s in this competition, so should be hopefully decent being champion. £117 worth of feeding, pretty good. Picked the right target in the cap 240. Yes, finally. I didn't think the team would get any higher than it did, so hitting the threshold there is pretty good. Wee bit of money back. So we'll just go in the order of the tiers and we'll open the Champion Europe Super Rare. For this, I don't actually mind getting some sort of backup or whatever, somebody with a bit of potential, but we'll see. So that's pretty interesting actually. So he's not always sort of playing these days for Atletico Madrid. Pretty good player. I'm not sure he sort of scores that well for Sorare terms, but could be kind of handy. Obviously got Griezmann and Rodrigo de Paul, so maybe if he doesn't sort of move, he stays there, but there's one or two injuries, etc. Could be interesting. I do think they're maybe going to be looking to move him on because sort of the link with Matt O'Reilly, they brought in Arthur Vermeeren, so they're probably planning for the future. But yeah, that's, tier 5, that's, not really going to get much better than that unless you get maybe like a backup goalkeeper and you get Fluky and they end up playing or whatever. Second Division Europe Rare, so this will be in Contender soon after the international break basically. Jan Valery. He used to play at Southampton, he used to play it, so that's not too bad actually. Again, I don't know how he scores, but currently in League 2, I think, or something, so yeah, I guess it's not working this morning. Tier 4 under 23 rares, again 150th, pretty close, but this is somebody young obviously. Genitis. That sounds like some sort of like illness, doesn't it? You've got genitis. Anyway, I don't really know him, but the good thing with under 23s is you always get somebody who's under 23, funnily enough. There we go. All-Star Rare Plus, 119th. Pretty happy this held actually. At one point projected to be out with it. The cards, so tier 3, French, forward. Nice. Gaetan Laborde, nice. Again, I'm not really sure how much he's been sort of playing and stuff recently. I've not been following French football as much as Bundesliga and La Liga and stuff, but yeah, for me, I know him and well, not personally, I'll say that I know him, but yeah, I think he's a pretty good player, so look up his scores and stuff, but in-season card as well, which would be quite important soon, as I said earlier, maybe getting the multiple entries and stuff in. Tier 2, I'm going to leave the under 23 to last because that's my favourite competition. Champion Europe, Tier 2. Is it Maltese? Oh. Maltese. Polish. Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski. Superb. It's actually coming back onto better form as well, which is quite good. Bit of a sticky spell earlier on in the season, but he's still a top goal scorer, and I think Barcelona sometimes, they're just a sort of difficult season. I think Xavi's going to be going and quite a lot of injuries and obviously all this stuff going on with the finances in the background. But yeah, that's really good reward. I do think with him just being a finisher and stuff, he's still got a bit of time left in him, so hopefully he's not going to do a Joe Hart and retire in the summer or whatever. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that for tier 2. And then under 23 Rare Plus. Brazilian, it's always good. Defender, Lucas Beraldo, superb. PSG cards, are not many of the Lucas Beraldo cards because he's just obviously started being minted. So 12 out of 100, PSG just come back on. Pretty happy with that. I mean, PSG do dominate a lot of games in France, etc. I don't know from memory whether he get a call up for Brazil as well, but he's a pretty good player, so that's good. So anyways, onto the spreadsheet, let's see if we can get the data updated, the game week tab sorted. So I just want to do a quick, we're not going to go into teams selections and stuff just now, but do a quick update of fixtures. So yeah, we're kind of running this live. This is what you do basically. You go into the spreadsheet, update the data, it pulls down the data, and then you can start looking at the best sort of fixtures and everything for the weekend. Usually I press the wrong button and I break it, so that's a disclaimer. I'm not going to edit the video, I'm just going to put it out. So apologies to a gal if I break the whole thing again, because that happens all the time. Need to wait to update the actual game week tab. So hang on, we'll just pause it and we'll let it run and then we'll come back. And here we go, as if by magic the data is up. So game week 4-5-7 looks like another pretty big weekend coming. No Celtic, unfortunately, playing in the cup. So So there we go. So Feyenoord, pretty good fixture. No big surprise there. Really, really strong team in general. Been missing Stengs myself. Sounds like it's not too serious though, but 92% win percentage, very high. Expected team goals 3.39. This is actually sorted to expected team goals, so best fixtures for obviously decisives, etc. But looks like they're really high up in terms of the expected clean sheets as well. So that could be a real stackable fixture. Leipzig against Darmstadt again. It's unusual to see them that high in the expected clean sheets. I think they're normally a wee bit sort of leaky, for want of a better word, but nearly expected 3 team goals as well. So pretty interesting. Guys like Sesko, Openda, although I don't think he started the last game. Benfica obviously will be playing Estoril after hammering the Rangers. Pretty good fixture. I guess the tricky bit there is going to be rotation, etc. And Fenerbahce obviously catching my eye on that as well, but they're away at USG tomorrow night as well. So I guess that's, if you can predict the lineups, etc., get it right, then it could be quite rewarding. Bayern München and Bayern in Germany playing against Mainz. Again, pretty good fixture. Won, I think, 3-0 last night. I missed a lot of the information and the scores and stuff. I see Musiala never get decisive, so disappointed about that. But yeah, expected team goals 2.62. Bayern or Bayern have a bit of a sticky spell, but you'd imagine they'll probably give somebody a good hammering at some point. They've been rotating the sort of centre backs and all that type of stuff, although the good thing is seems to be kind of out in the media first for people. I don't have any, but just discussion of the game week. Galatasaray, again, having a pretty strong season as well. So pretty high expected clean sheet and expected team goals. This we're under 50%, but nearing 50% is actually pretty good. Arsenal, Arsenal just bashing everybody up at the moment. Playing really well. Like, people are saying, why are they not favourites for the league and stuff? Well, because of Man City, basically, right? And even with Liverpool, it's interesting. Liverpool are, with loads of injuries, still getting results. So it's going to be interesting because obviously you've got Liverpool, Man City at the weekend, so that won't appear on the top of this sort of fixture list. Big game, but not like a good fixture for Sorare. PSV, again, really good sort of fixture for them. Go Ahead Eagles, they're kind of seem a bit hit and miss. They're kind of obviously mid-table-ish team, but they do have some good fixtures and see people doing quite well in the 240, etc. with their stacks. But if PSV play the way they can, then we all know how that ends this season. Club Brugge against Leuven. Again, I think Club Brugge playing midweek. I can't remember on that one. Copenhagen. So they've got a tough away game, obviously, at Man City. 3-1 down for the home leg as well. So, interested to see how they handle that. Will they rotate some players for the away leg, or will they go as strong as possible? Maybe a wee bit of rotation at the weekend. See. AZ. AZ have not really been firing this season, but they've been pretty good from a defensive point of view, particularly since Matt Ryan's come back. He's putting up some really good scores, so quite a high expected clean sheet percentage. Dynamo Zagreb, I think Perkovic is suspended this weekend, so watch out for that. Good young player. They've kind of flattered to deceive a bit this season, Zagreb as well. Not really their best season. Still expect them to win the league, but there we go. Real Madrid, 2.38 expected team goals. They were a bit not disappointing against Valencia, but Valencia kind of sat back and then just sort of seemed to kind of mug them on the counter, etc. And they'd be disappointed not to get the goal at the end, but let's not go into that controversy. Bayer Leverkusen playing against Wolfsburg, so unbelievable team. Grimaldo, I don't know what type of drugs he's taking. Sorry, I'm not accusing him of actually taking drugs, but he's playing so well, scoring so well, so many decisives, etc. Porto, again, absolutely hammered Benfica. I was really impressed with them when they played at home against Arsenal as well. When you think about how many teams Arsenal have absolutely hammered recently, and you look at how well Porto really nullified them in that game, that was pretty impressive to me. Bournemouth against Sheffield United. Sheffield United are rotten. So bad. Sorry, Sheffield United fans, but one of the worst teams I've seen in the EPL in all honesty. And we'll have a look at the expected clean sheets. Norwich already standing out there, being a quite a high expected clean sheet percentage. So Zagreb, Lokomotiv Zagreb, sorry, not I say Zagreb, people mean Dynamo. So wonder if Kavlina's going to be back. Feyenoord, so appearing quite high up on the list for both. Norwich, so pretty good. I picked up a gun recently, not an actual gun, an Angus gun. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. So I like that. Dynamo Zagreb actually fifth on the list as well. One Kayo, I don't know if they have any sort of licensed players. Ruben Kazan, they probably will have some floating about. Porto pretty high up. Hajduk Split, so they always seem to appear relatively high in the clean sheet percentages, so that's kind of interesting. Benfica, and Arsenal there as well, so could be another weekend for the pen and the Z. It's just, but then that's I don't know why I'm laughing, because when Celtic do well, that's kind of what happens. But yeah, Arsenal are playing very well at the moment. So anyway, that's lasted a lot longer than I expected when I woke up with a Guinness head this morning. But there we go. So another brilliant week. Really happy. Getting lots of rare rewards in, etc. Be pretty useful soon for the multiple entries, etc. as well, which is really good. Hopefully, Sorare get some news out soon in the prize pools. I do like these wee updates are doing in terms of the sort of navigation and things. So it's only a small thing, and it was sort of touted as being more temporary, but at least it's brought a sort of wee improvement so far. So anyway, we'll be back hopefully with some lineup building before the weekend. Fingers crossed. But anyways, if you're playing the ongoing game week, then in customary fashion, thanks if you've made it to the end of the video as well. Good luck. Go